After numerous hard drops and frustrating experiences, frankly, in Tetris 99 with my current Pro controller, one of these, you guys all know about the misdrops you get from holding up. I thought, well, maybe there are other options out there. And so I started looking around, and some actual readers recommended me some other alternative options. And so we ended up with one of these 8-bit Do, I don't know how to pronounce it, 8-bit Do gamepads. They were $45 on Amazon. I decided to give it a little bit of a play test, and I wanted to give a little bit of a review and some of my thoughts and whether or not I would recommend it. And out of my options, I was very excited for this controller. I did my quick shipping and paid my $45 for this controller, and in 2 short days, it came to my place. I opened it up, and I decided to try it out. Now, first off, I thought it would be a little bit difficult to install, but it was actually rather plug and play. So pretty much you go to the switch menu, you go to the controllers, and you start pairing and ordering the controller. And all you really need to do is just press start and Y. And it's not that difficult. Also, it comes with one of these handy USB chargers so you can plug directly into your Switch, but it detects the controller pretty quickly, about like 4 to 5 seconds, and then you're ready to go. In terms of aesthetics, it actually looks really nice. It's close as you can get to like a Super Nintendo controller. I remember a lot of my childhood days playing Super Mario World, Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, and I've had really fond memories with this controller. So overall, I was pretty, optimistic about the controller, and I was really excited to try it out. You can see from here, you got the 4 classic buttons right here. You got to start and select. You got the D-pad. You got these 2, very important for targeting in Tetris. And then right here, you have your 4 trigger buttons. So all in all, it's pretty much like a Super Nintendo controller. And I hopped into a match right away. And so here's some of my comments on it. So first off, the D-pad is great. I no longer suffered accidental hard drops that I suffered with the D-pad. The D-pad itself was very comfortable, way better than the Pro controller, which I felt was overly sensitive. And that's why many of you guys are very frustrated with it, and you guys probably misdrop a lot, especially pressing the up button accidentally, which leads into very, tragic consequences in Tetris 99 or any Tetris variant or any kind of game that requires you to press up in very crucial moments. So overall, the buttons felt really good. The D-pad felt great. But as I began playing, one of the big things, I like to swap and press the whole piece with L. Now the issue is that the grip is very small. It's very small for a modern era controller, whereas with the Pro controller, you got these nice side grips here, which allow your hand to relax. So I really like that about the Switch. And what I noticed as I was playing was my fingers started cramping as I was using the D-pad and also trying to press this button. I was getting a lot of tightness, especially on this finger. And that's when I kind of noticed, like, hey, this is causing me a lot of issues. Alternatively, I could be more reliant on my right hand to press the button and kind of roll my wrist. But I felt that this actual controller that I loved and adored as a child, essentially because it's a Super Nintendo shell, didn't quite fit the bill for me. And right now, my hands aren't that big, but I noticed my hands started cramping as I was playing. So overall, I was a little bit sad and disappointed. I thought this would be my perfect solution. I thought, well, the D-pad's perfect. I wish I could mold this D-pad with this controller, this little D-pad here, and I think everything would be perfect. So overall, what do I think? D-pad's good. The buttons feel good. The shoulder buttons pressing it it's a little cumbersome, and I kind of wish the positioning was a little bit better. It caused my fingers to cramp, and I wish there were kind of grips that modern era controllers have. So all in all, your mileage is going to vary with this controller. Some people, have raved about the controller. They highly recommend it. For me, it's probably like a 7 out of 10. Like, the buttons feel good. The D-pad feels good. It's just unfortunate that it's giving my finger cramps. So, if you want to explore different options, you don't like the Joy-Con, you don't like the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, I recommend at least giving this a shot, especially if you have some money to spare. Otherwise, I'm actually going to give this a pass. And I'm actually more comfortable with using the Pro controller over this, just mainly because I got used to not hard dropping as much. So those are my thoughts on the controller. Hope this review, gave you guys a little insight. And if you guys want me to try something else, go ahead and put the link to the controller in my comment section, and I will try to review it. Thanks for watching.